Hello there, this is Mike Bogle speaking, and I am going to take a couple of minutes right now to take you through the podcasting preferences and tell you a little bit about them. So the way you make these changes is through the self-service tool for Lectopia, and you get to this by opening a web browser and going to elearning.unsw.edu.au/lectopia_DIY. And that will take you to a login page. And access to this area is using your staff ID and your UniPass. And the following page will display a variety of different options that you can take a look at, each of which will be covered in a different support clip, such as the one you're viewing right now. But for the podcasting preferences, you are after this button right here within the Make Changes section. So clicking on that is going to take you to a page with a drop-down list, and just select the course that you want to change from that list. And the resulting view will display the current settings that you have implemented. Now, a little bit about podcasting. Podcasting is a way that your students can download copies of the recording as an MP3 file, either via a music player such as iTunes, or they can also download the MP3 directly from the student view of the Lectopia recordings. But in order to do that, you have to enable the option. And enabling the option will tell Lectopia that when your recording has finished taking place immediately after the lecture, to process the MP3 file. Now, this is important because if you have the option disabled and you decide sometime through the course of the session that you want to enable it, any recordings that have already taken place will only be available as streaming because the MP3 will not have been processed. So likewise, if you have podcasting enabled and you change your mind during the course of the session and you decide to disable the option, the recordings that have already been processed as MP3s will continue to be available as MP3s. So unless you contact the service desk and specifically ask that the MP3s be deleted, they'll continue to exist. So please bear that in mind. So all that you need to do to make this change is tick one of the options and save changes. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions on this or other self-service tool related topics, first of all, see the support site. The quickest way to get there is by clicking on the Lectopia Support Home link up here. And there's a variety of options that you can take a look at here. But in particular, click through to the self-service tool, and this outlines a lot of these tools in far greater detail. Alternatively, you can contact the service desk. This is Mike Bogle. Thanks for listening.